Will an episode that's 14 minutes long give lots of answers or leave us with more questions? Mary starts the episode by telling us she made a terrible mistake and then is being haunted by the monsters. Something new happens. The phone rings. She misses it a couple of times, and then when she finally answers it, it lets out a shriek. She gets locked in a room, which means when someone tries to ring the doorbell, she can't get to it. The doorbell noise then terrorizes her. Every time she touches the camera to pick it up to film what's going on, it moves away from her. So she plays cat and mouse with the camera for a little while. Every time she gets close, the image distorts and it jumps places again. Once she gets it back, the monsters start to play tricks on her again, which is expected due to it being nighttime. And then it's back to cat and mouse with the camera. Yet, when she catches it again, it's almost like a GoPro with a fisheye lens. I don't know why. She comes across a computer that shows a view of the outside, or the garden as she calls it, which is where she was in the last episode. After a monster appears briefly through the screen, she proceeds to try and hunt it down with a knife. As she taunts the monsters, the lights turn off, and she's left with only a flashlight that she finds near the computer. After being on the hunt for a little while, text appears that says, "How could I let myself get like this?" Not that it's important, but the time on the clock says 9:40. More text appears that says, "I am so ashamed of myself," and also, "I'm a failure," and "I'm such a failure." This plays into the theories about the monsters being a physical representation of Mary's fears and self-doubt. She continues to chase after the monster and catches it, yet when she does, it seems to attach to her skin, and we see a flash of the text, "I'm a monster," which is all very confusing. The rest of the episode shows all the monsters coming out to play and torment Mary. And just for the heads up, if you're easily scared, then I wouldn't advise watching this episode. She's left on the floor at the end of the episode. This is, to me, reaffirming my teleport theory, except maybe it's more obvious that it's not Mary that does it, but the camera she is holding. Maybe if it senses danger, it escapes by teleporting or jumping somewhere. The self-image issues seem to be as prominent as ever too. If you're interested in checking out more on the channel, I have new videos on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays are Poppy Mars Argo related, and Fridays is where this series comes out, and maybe future series too.